So hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back. Glad you're back. Glad you're here. So real quick, something simple. I'm drinking a red wine. It's a vintage 2019 and it's called Sterparo Pugliarosso. I think it's Italian. Yes, it is Italian. And it's locally imported, the label says. Now, as far as the nose on this, I gotta polish this glass. I pour too much. I want to do it because I want to finish this. So we're just gonna not do the swirl, not much of it at least. But the nose on it is definitely full of alcohol. But it's those. This is more like fig and what's those? Like dark. I'll say dark cherry, but they're fig and dark cherry. You know how they have those subtle type of smells to them, or rather indistinguishable type of smells, I'll say. And you taste neither fig nor dark cherry. This tastes more, maybe because of how long I've had it open, but this literally tastes like a couple grapes and some alcohol. But not bad. I don't want to make it sound bad or plain. It's one of those all-purpose type of wines. I would make this one an all-purpose type of wine. Now, I want to go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes because I'm sure you can hear the background going. And I literally just came back from a show. I went and saw Pretty Woman tonight. Yay. It was pretty good as far as being the musical. In comparison to the movie, it was more parallel and it had certain parts that mirrored the movie, and of course the plot and the general idea was the same. You had Vivian and you had Edward. She was the working girl, he was the businessman. They were like the odd couple type of thing. They run into each other by chance. His car broke down, or his friend's car, the lawyer's car broke down. He was asking for directions, and Vivian was available to give directions. He books her for the night, ends up booking her for the week. She's drawn us to his world, and she's falling in love, if you will. Both of them are falling in love, but she's not missing, being on the strip, if you will. Movie Vivian and musical Vivian were rather distinct, like different. Movie Vivian is more, she's charming, quirky, free-spirited, if you will. Musical Vivian, she's more cheeky and boyish, and that could probably be more so, when you're on theater, when actors are performing for theater, they have to give a whole lot more because their gesticulations have to communicate emotions, and then their voices have to carry. So I think that's why she probably came off more, cheeky and mannish or boyish, if you will, on stage, as opposed to, the free spirited woman she was in the movie. So the musical had the major parts, like of course how they first met. His car breaking down, he's asking for directions. That when she goes back to the uppity chicks at the retail store and she's telling them big mistake. Huge, huge. They did that. Oh, they had her signature, of course, outfits. Of course, the first one we meet her in, the slinky looking deal with the white and the blue on the top, the thigh highs, iconic black thigh highs, you know what I'm saying? The red blazer, the blonde wig, and then musical Vivian, her hair, maybe it was because of my seats, I had pretty decent seats. I was in the balcony, but I was in the front balcony, third row, as far as the venue goes of where I was. And you still saw the stage quite well, but it might be also like my eyesight isn't the best. Her hair looked more brownish than red. I'm wishing either if they didn't want to dye the performer's hair, maybe they should have just gone ahead with the red wig. You know what I mean? Like a brighter red wig. But she still looked good. Her hair looked good. As in, Vivian in the movie, or as, Julia Roberts, her red was a bit more brighter for the time being in the 90s, back then. The story goes on. Her outfits is what I was explaining. They did the piano scene when she had on his button up. That one. Oh, when they were at the polo, they said it was polo in the musical. I thought, it's been so long since I've seen the actual movie, but I thought it was like lacrosse or like golf. Or was it horse racing? I think it was horse racing. Either way, from what I remember in the movie, she had the brown dress that had polka dots on it, but in the musical it was blue. And then of course at the opera they had that gorgeous red ball gown. And then they closed with her pantsuit. Like the ending of the musical was her pantsuit. And I think that may have been how the movie ended. Again, it's been so long. But the guy who played Edward, or Richard Gere's character, as far as the musical, he had a very lovely singing voice. I enjoyed the way he sang. And again, the girl who played Vivian, like, okay, so you know how in the movie, Kit and Vivian, they both worked the same type of career, but they had very different personalities. In the musical, their personalities were much more in tune, if you will. Even though Vivian was still, like, the songs that she sang to herself as, like, her monologue were more so. Here, let me look some stuff up, because one of them was like, "This isn't me." I forgot all that quickly now that I was just saying it. Okay, Anywhere But Here. She sang the song Anywhere But Here, and then Act 2, This Is My Life. They kind of contradict. Anywhere But Here, it's like Vivian knew that this wasn't, being a streetwalker, working girl wasn't her end-all be-all. In Act 2, though, she was like second-guessing herself, like, this is my life, like, maybe this is just what I am. For one, being in his world with all his billionaire friends and how he ended up snitching on her at the horse racing / polo event. Also, the women at the clothing store. Girl, if you don't help me and make this money, why be petty? Why? But nonetheless, I enjoyed the show. I probably I shouldn't have drank this wine before I left, because then I wouldn't be able to do this video. But this wine, after seeing this musical, a hit. And I suggest you go see it if you ever get a chance. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, cheers.